I'm equally happy and honored to get this award as well. ODI cricket is something that I took to very early. I came into the ODI team first, and then I made my Test debut a couple of years later. So I got the understanding of my game in ODI cricket pretty soon, pretty early. And as I mentioned before, my only intention and mindset was to make winning contributions for the team. And I just strive to do that every game that I played. I never focused on stats or numbers along the journey at all, and those things just become the byproduct of what you want to do on the field, and those for me just end up being milestones that you just cross on the way to the path to victory. So yeah, that as I said, that perseverance has really helped me adjust according to situations in ODI cricket in the last decade. A lot has changed since I started playing. The two ball rule came in. The five fielders in the ring rule came in. I played in the time that there were four fielders allowed in the ring, or only four had to be kept in a ring after the power play was over. So the scores used to be lower. The influence of T20 cricket wasn't as severe on the ODI format in the early years. Now we see scores of 300, 350 being normal and being chased down pretty consistently, which didn't used to be the case in the past. And I see the game heading in this direction for the next few years as well. But I think there has to be a method to the madness, and it can't become absolute outright slogging. I think it's always going to involve a lot of skill, because it's a more than double the length of a T20 game in just one inning itself. So it's a different challenge. It's a different challenge, and I see the influence of T20 cricket continuing to be heavy on the ODI format in the coming years, because players are more fearless. They back their shots even more now than probably they used to in the past, and this is a natural evolution of the game moving forward. It's funny because as a child I used to watch the India games, and if our team failed to chase a total in a few games, then I used to literally have this feeling in my heart that if I was there, I could have probably chased that total down and won the game for the team, because winning the game for India was so close to my heart, and I used to feel that with a lot of passion. So I think somewhere that feeling has always been inside me. It's been in the back of my mind, in my subconscious awareness. It's always been there, and now when I'm in those situations, I relish those situations rather than looking at it as pressure situations, because the scoreboard tells you where the game is placed, and you as a batsman have the opportunity to finish the game, remain not out in the end, and make sure that score is achieved for the team. And for me, there's no bigger excitement than that. So I've just probably been able to look at chases and those situations in a different manner because of the excitement it gave me, that I have the opportunity to finish and win the game for my country. So yeah, that's where the mindset came from. There are a few that I hold pretty close to my heart. One is the Asia Cup knock against Pakistan in 2012, where I got 183. We were chasing a total as well then. The other one that I really have relished is the World Cup final in 2011. I only scored 35, but it was very, very crucial at that stage to get a partnership with Gautam Gambhir, and we got a 90-run partnership. And I would mention one more, which is actually two more in the Australia series in 2013, where we were chasing 364 in Jaipur, and I got 152 balls. And then in the same series, we were chasing 350 again in Nagpur, which is probably a much slower or two-paced wicket compared to Jaipur, and I got 100 there in 61 balls or something. So those two knocks I hold very dearly in my heart as well, because both those knocks were when we were 1-0 down and 2-1 down, and they came under pressure, and in 2013 where I was just coming into my own. So yeah, these are the few knocks that I can remember at the top of my head. But yeah, it's been an honor for me to be able to make match winning contributions for my country over the last few years.